This is Rayloff, and I am here to teach you how to properly punish dodge Shugoki's hug with every character. I'm with my buddy Drunk right here to demonstrate perfectly. Hopefully perfectly. I don't know why I said that. But so we'll be getting off with the Knights, then Vikings, Samurai, and Wulin. So expect this to be a very long video, unless you already looked at the timeline it'll take. Anyways, we're beginning off with Warden. Please demonstrate the hug. Of course, it is a simple dodge, top heavy. All of his chained heavies do 40 damage, as much as his top heavy does. So there is no need to whiff into anything. As well as do the 2 seconds of recovery. Even if your guard is not on top will still be guaranteed. So this is definitely better than guard break inside heavy or guard break and throw them. On to Conqueror. Start off with Conqueror. It's probably obvious. Well, Drunk, please demonstrate the hug. I'm too used to calling it hug. So a charged unblockable top heavy, of course, for 44 damage. Does not matter if your guard is does not matter if your guard is on a different guard than top, because of course 2 second recovery. God awful. Do not delay your charged heavy too much, or else probably the following will happen. So simple and a good amount of damage. And on to the next one. For Peacekeeper is not much different than any other what Peacekeeper would do. So Drunk, please demonstrate the hug. Of course, guard break, 3 kidney stabs. Now an optional is with light into. Well then, an optional is with a light into top heavy for 27 damage if you do want the execution. But for just most damage, kidney stab. But of course, with whiffs, it is always very difficult. Well, slightly difficult. So you do not do the light right after you dodge with any whiffs. You immediately do not. You have to delay the pressing light and do a backstep as well. On to the next one. Fourth off with the Lawbringer. It's a slightly difficult one to do, because of course it involves a whiff. So please demonstrate the hug. Remember delaying the input, not too heavily like I just failed there, or else that will happen. But if you don't just want to light, that is its correct punish. So you always have to whiff a backstep light. But delaying it too much will of course get your top heavy full up blocked. And this of course provides additional out of stamina damage, 35 damage, as well as instant access to your unblockable. Now if you don't think you're very good at this, of course you must practice, or else just stick to a neutral heavy. Of course you can get to your unblockable. One more time. Now on to the next one. On to Centurion. It might be a bit too much damage, but due to the C work, I think it is fair to have 2 seconds of recovery for a very rewarding ability. And hard to do prediction, slightly hard maybe, but Centurion is, please demonstrate the hug. Dodge, neutral charged heavy for 60 damage, exactly. Now, you can possibly whiff onto unblockable, but you will commonly not get it. Centurion's backstep lights are very good, but this requires some very early dodging to do. Nearly impossible. If the Shugoki completely whiffs doing this, Well, maybe you could. But only do that 5 more damage and punish when the Shugoki just whiffs the hug, like Drunk will do currently right now. If you know they're going to self-feint to hug and whiff, you definitely gotta do that 5 more damage. On to the next one. Off with Gladiator, my favorite knight. Of course, just like Lawbringers, it is slightly difficult to do, but definitely is rewarding. So, Drunk, you know what to do. With light, that's not. God damn it. Alright, do it again. So, with light, of course, whiffing is difficult, and you will have to have a very specific timing after the dodge. Most of this video is gonna be me messing up, but that's fine, as long as we get to the point. So that was the correct punish right there. Whiff light into skewer. It could potentially done with a heavy, but I do not believe Gladiator has a backstep heavy. Drunk, please stop. I know she does. It is every punish I show you is very easy to get off of a whiffed hug, so I suggest you do that, like the one with Centurion. So whiff light to skewer and do whatever punish you want to do afterwards. No, Drunk, don't do that. Head bop. Alright, on to the next Black Prior. The final of the night, Black Prior. Now.
Oh wait, I have to say something. First of all, do you like my new haircut? Yeah, I got a man bun. Yeah, that's all I want to say. Also, I dyed it.
Okay. Anyways, Black Prior. Well, if you're not gonna panic like fit the enemy like I will demonstrate here, please, Drunk. Of course, that's only 30 damage. So, if you're sure you're gonna do the hug, it is best to do this. Of course, it involves a whiff, so this will be slightly difficult, as always. As well, Black Prior lights do have a bit much range in them, so that is a 40 damage punish right there. The whiff light to undodgeable finisher. It can be done off of a back. All of these punishes can indeed be done off of a backstep dodge as well. There's really no difference due to the 2-second delay that Shugoki has, or 2-second recovery. I meant. Drunk, why? So remember to delay the input and not immediately light after you dodge, or else it's most likely not going to do a backstep. So 40 damage punish. Now on to the Vikings. So for the Vikings, me and Drunk are going to be switching, so you know, we can make a video extra fun. So Raiders is of course 50 damage. Now if you don't think you're good with whiffs, you could just stick to the normal top heavy, but I think this is much better. 5 damage is always better. So we will do it now. That's right, lads and lasses. Whiff light into zone. I did try to parry it. I did try to counter it. So that's just enough recovery for a whiff light. Why? Okay, whiff light into zone. Come on, Drunk, you're disappointing me here. So I could not parry it. You saw the Shugoki moving his guard before he got hit by it, but I could not parry. Demonstrated one more time. Drunk, come on. Demonstrated one more time. What do you... Okay, let's just move on to the next one. So Warlord, it is kind of like Black Briars, but it requires one to be left side on the part you're going to hit. So it will be demonstrated right now. I did try to block it. That's right. With light into side heavy finisher. It is best do not change your guard, but if you are on top guard, it is best to whiff a top light because a top light has less range than the side light. We will now show if you can switch your guard to whiff a top light into side light. Or Drunk, you heard me. Alright, so do not switch your guard during the punish, and you will get a good 40 damage. On to the next. Berserkers is one of the more simpler ones, but it is a choice if you want 4 more or 5 more damage, or you want to get in your chain. Of course, most berserkers are probably going to choose to just get in their chain. So we will demonstrate now. For most damage, a top heavy. But if you want to get into your chain, then a side heavy, of course. For 33. Drunk, there's no need for this. Drunk, no. There's no need for this. So if you want more damage, likely if your attack will kill the Shugoki, it is best to do a top heavy. But if you want to get more damage basically by your infinite chain, then well, side heavy of course, and then you can be the Kansei you were made to be with Berserker. Valkyrie's is a bit of a strange one, because Valkyrie does not have a backstep light, it seems, that works, but she does have a backstep heavy. In 800 milliseconds plus 800 milliseconds, what do you get? 1600 milliseconds. That is less than 2 seconds. So we will demonstrate now. Fucking hell. You do have to be quick with this one, do it being a heavy attack. Okay, what the fuck's happening now? So yes, it is indeed difficult to do, but you will be rewarded for more damage than just a neutral heavy. Though it sometimes will be able to block. On to the next one. Do not do more damage than his neutral heavies. So of course, basic 900 mils or 1 second long top heavy, and of course this gives you instant access to your offensive form. So you better get that glass after you land that top heavy, or else. Black Priors and like Warlords, it is a whiff backstep light into your unblockable finisher from less guard for 40 damage. That is your basic punish, but of course, if you want that neck, you could install the bleed with a self feint, or if they're already bleeding, hell, you can just bite it. You can just do the dodge bite and get all your stamina back. It doesn't really matter. I don't know why you do this to me.
Because I fucking hate you.
Kinsei's is pretty easy. It's of course simple. Just basically it's if there's a wall, of course you should guard break, get that extra 5 damage for your unblockable finisher. But unless you're not near a wall, the best option is just neutral heavy. Because of course you could not get an access to the unblockable because you'd have to whiff 2 lights. and anyone would doubt that would work. As well as you can't whiff a dodge forward light for instant access, of course. So, best option is to just do any neutral heavy, unless they're near a wall. You can get that sweet extra 5 damage. He has 2 unique punishes. 50 damage or 25 damage while you get 25 health. Me saying that, you should obviously know what that means. So first, Drunk will demonstrate the 50 damaging punish. Let's try that again. Now I want you to Drunk, I want you to switch your guard to the left and try and do it from top and see if it is able to be parried. Nope, it is not able to be parried. Okay, Drunk, no, you did not. Drunk, no.
I forgot.
You didn't have to toss me around like you do your fucking dog around your room. Anyways, either that or the other one, a more memey one. Most Shugokis are probably gonna do that in my perspective. But of course, it obviously cannot possibly be dodged unless you delay it too far to the unblockable stage, which Drunk will do. Let's try that again. What the oh, sorry about that. I did not mean to do that. So yes, if you delay it too much, it will be able to be dodged, but pretty sure your common sense will tell you to just do this. On to the next. We've got to include every hero in this, so you'll do Orochi even though it's obvious. All of his chained heavies do the same damage on each side, so it will be a neutral top heavy into what, Drunk? What is it after top heavy?
A fucking light.
We will demonstrate right now. I'm bad at Shugoki. Okay, yeah, that's about it. But be careful for that heavy after this happens. That's not what I was intending to happen. I was intending to parry a light after he hits me with a heavy, but I forgot Orochi does hella damage. Anyways, let's move on to the next hero, because I'm a fucking failure. Nobushi's is no different than Orochi's, but we will show. Of course, a top heavy, 38 damage, and as well as the Shugoki is bleeding, that'll be a good moment for you. So go ahead and put some bleed on me, and there you go. Yeah, that's about right. On to the next one. Come here, you little guy, you weeb! Oh, anyways, let's just not talk about that. Shinobi has a unique punish. It is actually, you need to dodge, you charge up your guard break, then you'll get that sweet sickle rain punish. So we will demonstrate right now. You cannot count a guard break as obvious. It gives you plentiful damage. Let me turn my health on, we will demonstrate again. It is easier, yes, it is easier to do after a double dodge, cause anime, I guess. But that is better damage than a just 44 from a heavy into guaranteed the light. Not that. Anyways, we'll move on to Aramusha. So for for Aramusha. Shut up! Punish is just another whiff one basically. It is whiff light into your heavy finisher. If it's a top heavy finisher, it will be 40 damage, but side heavies will be 45. So,
Oh yeah, how the fuck did I do that?
What? The finisher? Oh.
Never mind, I figured it out.
Okay. Anyways, we'll demonstrate the punish. I did attempt to block it, so that's 45 damage, but if your guard is on top, do not see if you are able to switch it to side so you can still get that 45 damage. No, drunk, that's not how it works. But switch your guard from top. Drunk, I swear to God. Alright, just switch your guard to swap, and then you switch it to side. See if you can still get it. Drunk, no. Alright, anyway, that's just the punish. If it's on the same guard, you commit to it. This is fine. Her punish is very simple. Rewards a fine amount of damage. Though it's only 2 more than just a neutral top heavy, it is a whiff light into chain top heavy. So demonstrate the hug. Of course, due to the chain top heavy speed, it will always land for sure unless you do hit the light. It's the best amount of damage you can do after dodging a hug. If you can do it correctly. These whiff punishes, if you're not too good with whiffs at all, and you know it, either try practicing, or just stick to a normal top heavy with T-Landy at least. Anyways, stop it. On to the next. Washi! So Nuxia's punish is sort of like Valkyrie's when you think about it. It is with a backstep light into your chained heavy for 35 damage, and you will get access to your final trap finisher. So demonstrate the hug, please. Yeah, I did that a bit too early. My mistake. Huh? Wait a minute. Was I wrong? Okay, no, never mind. I was correct. It is with light, but maybe it seems to have some range issues. Just maybe. So if you're too paranoid of that happening, then it's best to stick to a neutral heavy into your trap mix-up. That's a bit of a shame. Well, on to the next one. It's probably an obvious one, so we'll just get straight to the point.
Wait. Did you say Grandpa Nabushi? Get the fuck out of here.
That's fair. Alright, anyways. So it is with light into your top unblockable finisher. Remember, side heavy finishers do 40 damage. So this is 5 more damage. Of course, you can definitely gain some distance from your Sifu poise, as well as his backstep lights are will have a low chance of actually hitting your enemy. On to the next. Challenge is not very big. It's not what you expected. Me and my friend here just recently did some testing on it was this. That's what we expected it to be, but for some reason it was impossible for his backstep light to whiff. So just know, and yes, backstep heavy, but Shugoki could parry it. So the only other option is just a neutral heavy. Go ahead and do the hug. Just neutral heavy fast flow. Ba-ra-pa-pop. Do whatever you want. I mean, It would be an exciting punish. I'm just happy it's Shaolin doesn't get it actually. I'm not gonna lie. I'm happy Shaolin doesn't get that punish. But that'll be it for this video. I hope this wasn't too long. Drunk, piss off, Drunk. Drunk kinda, my friend Drunk kinda made this hard. You know, headbutting me, light spamming me, tracking me like he is trying to right now. I'm a failed abortion.
We can agree on that. That we can agree on.
Anyways, let's get to the end of the video before he completely breaks my body. My fragile skin, stick-wielding body. See your lives and losses in the next video.